Hey guys, Beast Force here, and welcome back to my Phineas and Ferb breakdown. I just uploaded my previous breakdown video of Strange Tales of Halloween Stories, which I just uploaded, and I recommend you to go watch it. In this breakdown, we're going to focus around the old-timey baby suit that lives in the Himalayas, Klimpaloon. And he did appear in his first appearance of Summer Belongs to You, as Candace thought it was a myth.
Okay, everybody, keep an eye out for Klimpaloon. Klimpaloon, the magical old-timey bathing suit that lives in the Himalayas.
Making that up.
That sounds like something someone would make up. And you thought I made it up.
And it was made up by John Colton Barry, which is the reason why the Klimpaloon exists in the show. And it turned out to be one of the main gags, along with the giant floating baby head. We see some mystical things in Phineas and Ferb, the giant floating baby head, an alien named Meep, and a lot of stuff that is weird, but it doesn't make any sense. But it actually makes sense for the suspend your disbelief of this show, which actually does. And since that episode, he appeared in Bullseye, La Candace Garba, Ferb TV, and Save Summer, which I haven't done a breakdown yet, and he does appear more in the future. I used to not care about the Klimpaloon at first when I first watched the show, but looking back at it now, I have highly respect of the old-timing baby suit lives in the Himalayas, which he always shows up frequently. It won't be just the main focus of the gang, it will be on the Klimpaloon, as he will be involved in the dangerous situation led by Mr. Random, but we're gonna see why as we learn more about it. If this is your first breakdown and you're curious to know how the rating system was, there's a detailed description down below along with my other videos that also had the link with the description down below in my playlist. Patrick O'Connor, Zach Moncrief, Edward Rivera, and Michael Dietrich wrote this episode called The Klimpaloon Ultimatum, premiered on July the 7th, 2014 on Disney XD US. Love Handel's song, The Ballad of Klimpaloon, is nominated for Best Fat Bass Song at the Tristies, the Tri-State Area's Music Awards show sponsored by Random Swimwear, but when the existence of the magical human-like bathing suit Klimpaloon is questioned, Phineas and Ferb and the gang must travel to the Himalayas to prove his existence and validate Love Handel's nomination. Meanwhile, Duther attempts to turn Roger into a war hog.
Okay, stay.
Looks like we see a pink sky instead of a blue sky. It looks like it takes place in the afternoon.
No.
Like this. Nang, 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 nang.
And that's how the Klimpaloon says it. Nang, 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 nang. We hear that a lot.
It's a good thing you won that contest to perform backup with Love Handle.
And I love callbacks like this. And that was from Just Our Lot. I really love continuity that builds up from previous couple of episodes.
Ballad of Klimpaloon.
I've already cashed that check. Even know what that means.
Girl time.
I was about to say that, but these two beat me to it.
The limo's here to take us to the award show.
I gotta go.
You go, girl.
And you two missed the high fives, man. You're teenagers.
You guys look great.
And I love this callback too. Linda's gonna become Lindana again for the music award show, as well as Lawrence becoming Max Moldham again.
When presenting our category, don't we?
Sir Alvin Shuckleberg is not a real person, as he is a famous explorer.
The magical old-timey bathing suit that lives in the Himalayas.
And Phineas already knew about the Klimpaloon way before Summer Belongs to You, but not in this episode, way before. Maybe he's done his research and something.
Candace researched her Nyang Nyang Yangs for the Ballad of Klimpaloon.
As an audience, we all know Klimpaloon na 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 in Summer Belongs to You, and many episodes.
We gotta go while I'm still in the zone.
She's good. And was right here in the room with us.
For real, Phineas, and also a front face.
Sweet limo. What we're gonna do tomorrow. How do we do it?
As we see the blueprint, we don't get to see it in this episode, just like many as we see in the blueprints in a couple of episodes, but we don't actually see it all the time, which is strange.
Where's Perry?
As Perry's doing yoga while meditating, you get to see flowers and stuff like that as it folds us into a different world of transition. That is pretty cool.
Agent P, I see you got the memo.
Major Monogram looks like a hippie as he has a guitar with 3 eyes and a long beard and a hair.
And dental meditation week. Namaste.
It means a manner of respectful greeting and honoring a person or a group used by any time of the day. We hear it's Indian music as it is Indian culture. How come Baljeet doesn't know about this?
Earl, enough with the drumming.
Sorry, sir.
Has been spotted as a seat filler.
I really like how you see the cloud open as we get to see the place of it.
24-hour Tri-State Area Music Awards. Roger is emceeing the event to suss it out.
He said it. He said the word.
That's the cloud.
Never thought Platypus won quicker than that.
Live from Random Stadium, the 4th annual 24-hour Tri-State Area.
And that's where the music awards takes place, as everyone's gonna dress up suits and dresses for the awards.
By Random Swimwear.
The first mention of Random, as he will appear soon. And we know these recognizable names from season 1 to season 4. We've seen it with the songs and all that stuff.
24 hours.
24 hours? What the fuck? How am I gonna stay here for the rest of 24 hours? What happens if you don't have food? What happens if it's daytime or stuff?
Roger Doofenshmirtz.
So let's get things started. For the fact-based song category,
The fact-based award is actually made up. It's not real in the real light awards with the song, but it gets you thinking.
wants to have fun. Who, I guess, wants fun to have him.
And I really like how Candice is happy and cheerful to support her parents, which is great. Looks like they're gonna have to bend their knees to speak to the microphone.
A first nominee for
Fact-based song Cam Hammer with their hit Trees Are Made of Wood.
And that is actually a reference to the song on Scott Pilgrim. They just sing Trees Are Made of Wood and he drops the mic like that. What kind of song is that? Who nominated for this shit? And everyone's cheering for a song which didn't even last for a minute. Come on now.
Nominee in the fact-based song category.
And I really like how they're all wearing tuxedo. But there's actually the same person twice as we see it.
Hockey Z9.
Hockey Z9 is mentioned in this episode, which takes place in the winter, but it's possible that the song came before New Year, or even possible that Phineas told them about the idea of Hockey Z9 during the summer. This part is one of the most pet peeves we see, and if it didn't, could this episode have taken place after the Christmas episode? There are some continuities that doesn't make sense, and this is one of them, but I don't know. The same blonde woman appears twice. It's just like we see many episodes. And I really like that Perry knows his location straight away on what he's going to do.
It's incredible. Completely incredible.
And that's the second time he said that.
Your timing is incredible. I mean, completely incredible. Hairy situation. Which is a wig. Ah, let's invent a spray bottle.
I thought he was going to say spray in there when I first watched this, but he says spray whatever it is.
Reading the Danville City Charter, again, back in 1805, Danville actually elected a warthog as mayor.
You hear Doofenshmirtz said Danville 1805, so this actually takes place after it became a bi-state area with the adjacent area.
What's the worst that could happen? Nepotism, that's what.
And that is how the government and other things around the world is happening right now. I thought nepotism is another level, but holy shit.
Decided never to allow another warthog to be in a position of authority.
Texting while I'm monologuing.
There was one episode that Doofenshmirtz said Perry the Platypus will never distract it like that, but I don't remember.
In nepotism, City Hall, my brother Roger turned my brother into a warthog.
So that he can be empowered of City Hall to take over the tri-state area.
Pseudo-technology, elixir, that when
This one actually transforms them into a warthog.
I like how it shows Doofenshmirtz can actually get the elixir of the warhog instead of not showing it. I don't mind it either way, but I'm glad they did.
and pseudo warthog sprayernators.
And this is one of another inhaler that been used as a big cannon or a gun or something, which is a spray.
Turn him into a warthog in front of everybody.
Will remove him from power. Warthog Nepotism Act.
And we see Doofenshmirtz trying to find another way instead of using his regular inhaler to boss his brother and just to spray him.
Mr. Mayor. Now's my chance. Peace out, Barry the Platypus.
Hey, that's Candice line. She's supposed to say peace out, not you.
1 in 5.
OMG, OMG, OMG.
Ballad of Klimpaloon's Love Handle.
Every time I see Love Handle appear, I know it's going to be something special with the song.
winner, Candace Flynn.
Klimpaloon is not real!
Oh, Slimehammer, why do you have to do that? But even though he thinks Klimpaloon does not exist so that he can win it himself, he's not the villain in this episode, I assure you, even though he's trying to stop it. And he's voiced by D.B. Sweeney. Many people will know him for other shows and stuff, but I mostly know him as Aang in Legend of Korra.
We're trying to hold on to a false perception. You are not me. You should not be me. You are Tenzin.
What?
I like how everyone's saying "were." I wish they say "were," like Platypus controlling me.
Anna told me stories about Klimpaloon.
I didn't notice when I first watched it, but Swampy's voice sounds different because Steve Zahn isn't available or he's just busy. In this episode, he's voiced by Jeff Bergman. You know him for doing a lot of voices in Looney Tunes like Daffy Duck and other characters.
I know everything about you. All right, what's my favorite color? Path. I go to bed at night. Path.
Seeing is believing.
Well, just ask the audience of Phineas and Ferb.
Excuse me, but I have seen him.
Hey, you tell him, Candace.
And she is right, along with Phineas and Ferb. And they did see the Klimpaloon in Summer Belongs to You. We seen it in the audience, but again, we doesn't know.
That's not good enough either.
Middington Random.
Middington Random here.
Mr. Random is voiced by none other than Jon Stewart. You will know him from The Daily Show and Jon Stewart Show and a lot of stuff in media.
President of Random Swimwear.
His name is referenced to Matt Romney, who's a president candidate.
Rules when a fact-based song is called into question. Physical in 24 hours.
The soundtrack that is playing from the background is similar to Jeopardy.
Actually, you can't.
For 24 hours or until evidence is provided, whichever comes first.
They can't send group bands to the Himalayas. How would they get there? But I know who does.
Supposed to be in the soundproof booth.
You're in charge.
At least it's for 24 hours, so they do have a commercial break, so you got plenty of time.
Find Klimpaloon and bring him back within 24 hours.
Ferb's rounding up the gang.
Looks like Ferb is one step ahead, and they know how to get to the Himalayas because they all have the gadgets and tools to get there with the invention.
Up at nothing to make sure they don't prove the existence of Klimpaloon.
You can tell it's the same voice actor who voiced Aang in Legend of Korra. You can hear an evil version of it.
Yes! No!
And Perry the Platypus has become a war hog at what cost? At least he did save the mayor.
Line flute, you're on. Where's your tambourine player?
And that is a reference to SNL, which is more Corbell.
No Perry the Rasta Warthogopus.
At least he kicked his ass before going on stage.
More tambourine, man.
And that's the second time that Phineas and Ferb and the gang are going to the Himalayas since Summer Belongs to You.
We got here so fast. Sorry, Buford. We don't have the time for that right now.
And they do wearing parkas because Himalayas is full of snow and cold.
2 words. Travel montage.
No, cliché.
And I like how both agree we're going to see a travel montage because time is in the essence, and also it is a bit cliche. Once arrived in the Himalayas to search for the Klimpaloon, the old-timey bathing suit, etc., it starts with the journey begin at Mount Crest. That's a reference to Ice Age when a kid actually falls down the ice slide. I really like how they keep it mysterious until it reveals himself, and we thought it was Flamhammer doing this shit, but it turned out to be Mr. Random, as he's doing it to kidnap the Klimpaloon.
We're being followed.
Flamhammer has 2 tufts in the front of his hair, but it's not him.
That's it.
What's the auction for Volume 2?
And do you want to know who stole it for Volume 2? Mr. Random.
We got sniped.
That's how I feel when I play Call of Duty. There he is, there's my boy.
Mr. Random?
When I first watched this, I was surprised. I thought it was Flamhammer, but it's actually Mr. Random all along.
Foreseen plot twist.
I was about to say that, but you beat me to it as well.
You buy Random Swimwear.
Wow, I totally thought the shadowy figure was gonna be Slamhammer.
Another forethought of the meta jokes that Phineas and Ferb have in this show every time.
Next category.
Bobo gave it back to me, quixotically, and that was the day before we met. So the next day at breakfast, I ordered poached eggs with salmon.
But I didn't have poached eggs with salmon.
Man's talking about salmon for 24 hours. And look at Linda leaning to Lawrence. That's sweet.
Really didn't align with my plans. Not gonna happen.
I knew this was gonna happen. Every villain will always say that.
At stardom, I think I deserve an explanation.
Candace is really not taking any chances. And front-face Phineas, we see it.
I've wanted to find the elusive Klimpaloon. Countless hours web surfing. I found on an online auction site. Lose the first volume to you two.
Ferb mentioned that they got sniped for volume 2, and it turned out to be Mr. Random was the one who is.
His second journal, but it only contains the last page of the
And that is when he that is where it spotted him. Klimpaloon, the old-timey beaver suit which lives in the Himalayas.
To get you to lead me right to him.
And that turned out to be a perfect bait. Just follow him until swiping him. That's a great plan for his side.
Have gone flat. Bent the bikini and board shorts so many times, but
to start wearing old-timey bathing suits again.
revolutionary. Gonna need a gimmick.
So he's gonna lose the Klimpaloon to sell items of clothes so he can make a lot of profit. Man, that is really evil. You're just more evil than Doofenshmirtz.
Oh, he's got a weird sturdy face on his chest and makes unintelligible noises.
Can't own him.
He's a living thing.
You tell him, both of you.
Belongs to the ages.
Because he belongs to me now, and I'll make a fortune. Random swimwear!
Now we learn that Mr. Random is evil and he wants to use Klimpaloon for profit so he could sell more clothes than that. We finally learn his full intentions.
I've got this. Not untying patch. Check.
And she got out of the net. Why couldn't they do that earlier? It's easier than stuck in the quicksand in West Perry Part 2. Another one.
All the negativity.
It's Phineas and Ferb and the gang. They will find a way to get Klimpaloon no matter what. Build a snowboard with snow, get another invention from the materials there, or craft a thing to get there. There are other things.
Let's look around. Maybe we can find some clues.
Candace is very urgent no matter what. And front-face Phineas. And luckily they do have 4 hours left.
It's one of Klimpaloon's threads. Oh, that thread.
Maybe we can use it as a homing device.
And I really like how something becomes useless has become useful. Great idea, Phineas and Ferb. I really like how you can see the Klimpaloon as a finger, as the thread trying to point into the west.
Talk about where we got the snowball. That now. Come on, come on, come on.
Same thing, these are random, but I really don't care. As long as it makes the episode interesting, then I'm down for it.
And Roger's not on till the end of the show. Nepotism will get you nowhere with me. Wait till Roger's a warthog. I do not know what that means.
And the guy at the cat is voiced by Dan Pover, who also voices Doofenshmirtz, who's talking to himself.
Must be Mr. Random's fortress.
How'd they get all the yaks to ride on a sledge? That is funny. And he has a hideout in the Himalayas, and there's the guards guarding it, in the top and the bottom.
Okay.
I cannot stop glaring at front-face Phineas right now.
Create a diversion here for Baljeet can flank them from the left. Should work unless they have reinforcements.
Well, they do have reinforcements and guards inside, so that will be impossible unless you devise a plan which ain't gonna work. Another one.
A 32.3% chance of success.
30% is still low, so they have no chance.
Buford Redstone!
And that's a reference to Leroy Jenkins, and the 30% thing is also a reference to that.
I'm coming up with 32.33 repeating force percentage of survival. Ready, guys?
Let's do this. Leroy Jenkins!
Man. Save him! Oh, gee, stick to the plane! Oh, gee, let's go, let's go. Stick to the plan, Jeff. Stick to the plane. Oh, gee, oh, fuck.
You just ran it. Stick to the plan, man. Stick to the plan.
Not just Leroy Jenkins the reference, that part right here is also a reference in that part too.
What? I use game of strategy.
Buford, video game strategy doesn't work in the real world.
And whoop, there he is, my brother the warthog, mayor no more.
And Perry the Warhawk is winning the award. Good on you, Perry the Platypus, good on you.
Is all this so wrong? They're just horrible.
Look at their face getting mangled up with the shirts being destroyed. Man, Mr. Random is some one sick bastard.
Excuse me if this device seems incredibly threatening.
Klimpaloon!
Previous attempts to create the future of swimwear just were not working.
Mr. Random needs to be stopped permanently, and I mean ASAP.
You fiend!
Best scene of the whole episode, I don't care. I really like how Phineas is angry at Mr. Random for holding hostage of Kimberly, and Isabella's holding his hand and they're smiling. That's another Finabella W right here, and this is one of my favourite frames I've seen in this episode, and I really like that. That is a win. Finabella taking wins right there.
Fashion forward. Fashion.
And it's Danny Jacob, not Jon Stewart, because he cannot sing, which explains why his voice is so obscured, which is such a shame, but yeah.
4 or 5'2".
And Fashion Forward can live with all heights, I can give it that. I like how they swim into different positions to connect to it. Man, look at Phineas and the gang looks like this. It reminds me of Candace Against the Universe when he said, "You should never do that again." Agreed.
Catchy, don't you think?
I agree with him, even though you are a bastard.
Sucks the life out of the room and makes me want to puke.
Figure out what makes him tick. Time to extract Klimpaloon's life force.
He's gonna drain his life force and destroy him so he can make a lot of Klimpaloon fashion. Wow.
How about this?
I
don't know why they leave the switch there, but it worked for the gang, I guess.
Frederick, it's
Oh, no, not again.
I was about to say that, but you beat me to it, Bao G.
There he is. Follow his voice.
Gee, was unintentional. I got it. Let's go.
You could have just used the invention to do something, but that works too. So get out of there.
Oh, they are too fast. Bert, hide Klimpaloon under your jacket to keep him quiet. Guards the other way with my yang yang yang.
That's a better plan what Phineas had earlier. Good diversion to make sure the Klimpaloon gets back to the music show.
Candace, you'll miss your big chance to sing.
Caught front face Phineas again.
Saving Klimpaloon is more important. Now go.
Candace is very consistent. She can be crazy at times, but I really love her characterization in this episode, as well as others, including Candace Against the Universe, once we get there.
Hold on. That way! Follow that vintage swimwear!
Looks like creating the diversion has worked.
Good thing they left the door open.
Mr. Random motivations has been very interesting, but why didn't he leave the door open right there? She said, nah, use the skateboard to escape. That is a good diversion.
I'm reduced to yak transport.
Time!
The last time we saw them was over 4 hours and 30 minutes. And now time's passed, it's now 6 minutes and 54 seconds. So there's a lot of hours that passed.
Wow, what a great story.
Bobby, come on.
What? Wait up, guys!
How did they survive for 25 hours in the booth right here? Did they have food? Did they drink water and stuff? And if they didn't, holy shit.
Well, that hole does Klimpaloon exist?
Due to lack of evidence, it appears that Love Handle has been disqualified.
Better hope that Phineas and Ferb and the gang rival on time.
For best fact-based song is...
Wait, have the evidence.
Just in time as well. Good timing.
You need actual physical proof.
Ferb?
Pause back and yes, another front face Phineas.
Klimpaloon. That's right, I did nothing and stopped.
Aang from Legend of Korra did absolutely nothing. Same voice actor. Man, you're supposed to be the Avatar.
Why are you all in parkas?
Mr. Random is a ruthless venture capitalist who captured all of us in his Himalayan fortress where he performed inhuman experiments on bathing suits and tried to destroy Klimpaloon in pursuit of a revolutionary swimsuit sales gimmick.
Whoa, Candace speaking so far. And she mentioned capitalism. I'm surprised they got away with that.
Not here. Not now.
Mom, really, Candace is telling the truth.
And I really love that Phineas agrees with Candace. Just like Candace trying to bust her brothers and she's telling the truth all the time. And this time Phineas agreed with Candace on the Mr. Random kidnapping Klimpaloon. And she still doesn't believe both of them. This makes no sense. She's just as oblivious as always.
Time for that now. We need to present an award. Tick, tick, tick. Time's a-wasting, shall we?
Mr. Random is pretending, so he's trying to cover up the whole thing to make sure everyone doesn't see. Until the end.
Love Handle for the Ballad of Klimpaloon.
Big thank you to all the kids who brought Klimpaloon here.
Love Handle's getting the award. Why isn't Phineas and Ferb getting the award for bringing Klimpaloon here? That should exist too.
Come on, Candace, take your place.
The song's called The Ballad of Klimpaloon. It was supposed to be in Summer Belongs to You, but it wasn't added because of certain reasons. But this song is actually here, and I'm presuming this is the last song that Love Handle sing in this original run. Lindana playing the tambourine, and Lawrence using the piano just like in the Alien Heart episode. Nice to see the Kimbaloo smiling and enjoying himself. And it's nice to see Swine Flute and Perry the Platypus as a Warhol enjoying this song too. Like Perry the Platypus, the Kimpaloos got Riz. Phineas and Isabella doing the dance, which is actually a reference to Mickey Mouse and Minnie Mouse doing the same thing in 1931 in the shorts called The Delivery Boy, which you can search on YouTube. So that means the Kimpaloo must be 133 years old. So he outlived most humans that lives in 1883 and in the present day because he's immortal. Klimpaloon, Lindana, and Ferb's got some moves. The song was very good, but can't play it all because of copyright. Both doing the nang 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 sums up perfectly.
Is magical.
Hold up by a cable. Thanks, Miguel.
And that's a great way to end the musical awards for 24 hours. Great.
Join me, try happy. We say Klimpaloon. Let's all sing.
And this is where Mr. Random will truly get exposed. You see.
My hands on Klimpaloon. I'll unravel the secret even if I have to rip him apart.
Be the path to my door, big, my cheap Klimpaloon knockoff line that I can manipulate right off the fist master I am.
Whoever left that thing on deserve a lot of praise, and that exposed him. Reminds me when Victor Valiza in Milo Murphy's Law got exposed like that.
People are stupid, gullible puppets and manipulated my whim.
While we were live streaming on
People are stupid, gullible puppets that I can manipulate at my whim.
I'm selling my Vico stock immediately.
Yes, it was. My career's over. Yes, it is. And I'm a warthog.
Not just Mr. Random turning into a warhawk, that actually saves Roger from turning into a warhawk, or he would have gave up his positioning. So Doofenshmirtz's plan was failed unintentionally. While being spun, you get to see Mr. Random turn into a warhawk straight away as it appears quickly.
Yes, you pay that. Really get credit for this one. Tambourine with swine flu. Sort of anticlimactic.
Doofenshmirtz is wearing his lab coat instead of his tuxedo. Reminds me of Lala Luberry in the earlier beginning of Sidetracked.
I guess he's on his way back to the Himalaya.
My only problem at the end is if Mr. Random comes back, will he have a chance to kidnap Klimpaloon again? But then again, the Candace suit comes to the Himalayas in season 5, so it could be other ways. And Perry the Platypus is turned back to normal, so another innator that wears off, so Mr. Random will surely turn back to normal, right? Perry as a warhawk turns back into a normal platypus as it switched places as we see it.
I want him to stay with us.
Klimpaloon doesn't belong to us. He belongs to the...
Get back in the Himalayas.
Well, he does come back to Danville in Bend It Like Doof as he's the referee.
How are we getting home?
I forgot to put the Watcher in the counter, so it does count. So, what a way to end the episode. Ever since I first watched this, I rewatched it the least, but since we watched it back years ago, I have a soft spot in for this episode, and it hits a charm right here. The plot will get a 4. Phineas and Ferb and the family go to the Music Awards to make sure the Music Awards been presented by many people who is awarded. As Love Handle was about to be awarded for the base fat, they were disqualified by Mr. Random because Klimpaloon doesn't exist, even though Phineas and Ferb and Candace knew. So they go to the Himalayas to find the Klimpaloon, and then was kidnapped by Mr. Random. And I really like how the adventures goes together as it focuses on the main plot of Phineas and Ferb saving the Klimpaloon from Mr. Random as he's trying to use it for profit to create swimwear so he can take out his rifle. And they did stop him by making sure that Love Handle wins the award as they do sing the song in the air, which is a success as Mr. Random turns into a warhog as it focuses on the plot B of it, as Doofer knows about the nepotism of the warhog, which is the reason why warhog's never been mayor ever again. So his plan is to make sure Roger becomes a warhog to make sure that Doofer can get the power of the tri-state era becoming mayor, and it turned out he failed, even though there's not much focus around that. And I really like how Linda Lawrence is talking to Love Handle in the booth, even though it's not as much. Everything else is very, very equipped. The jokes were good. The montage was brilliant. I really liked the setup there. And the songs were decent, even though it's not too spectacular. Characterization will get a 5. Everyone in this characterization has been very consistent, but this is the most one so far, with Phineas and Ferb and the gang goes to save Klimpaloon. I really like how Buford saying Leroy Jenkins is funny, Isabella participating along with Bao G, and I really love Candace's characterization. Even though she mostly focuses on busting her brother, I really like how she helps her brothers to save Klimpaloon as she does become the backup dancer for Love Handle, and I really like how she sacrificed herself to make sure that she created diversion for Klimpaloon to go to the musical award, as she made it anyway. And I really like Dana and Lawrence talking to Love Handle in the booth, and they're presenting the award, and Mr. Random as well, even though he's just a typical rich guy who wants to get more money for his swimwear. It just shows what he is, as his motivations shown, as he wants to drain his life force and destroy Klimpaloon for good, just to make more money. Of course, Roger Doofus will appear as always, as well as Doof and Perry, even though Perry the Platypus doesn't fight Doofus as much until he kicked him, as he does become a warhol, as he was doing music with swine flu, which is amazing. Everyone else is very consistent and well thought out so far. Excellent work. Visuals is a 5. There is a lot, with a lot of people wearing dress and tuxedo, Phineas and Ferb wearing parkas, and the Himalayas once again, Mr. Rounder's bass, the songs, even though it's good, not quite as best. A lot of scenes there that didn't drag out for a bit, which is great, and I love it so far. Very engaging from the start to the finish. Importance, it gets a 3. The Klimpaloon is most focused around in this episode, but he's not as important as the main characters of Phineas and Ferb and other people like Doofusmas and other etc. But overall, you can still watch it for the Klimpaloon lore, as you learn more about him since summer belongs to you, and you learn a lot about the lore of him, as he is over 100 years old. Entertainment is a 5. That is a very good episode. I highly recommend you go back and rewatch this in your own time if you want to. There's a lot of stuff that is engaging and fun, a lot of villain motivation for Mr. Random, the songs were very good, the jokes are very good, the montage in the earlier when Phineas fell the gang are good, everything else is done very well. I rewatched this the first time and I didn't rewatch it as much since then, but we watched it so many times, it ages very well, and I really appreciate episodes like this. Overall, it was a great episode to watch. I found a storyboard which contains this episode of the Klimpaloon Ultimatum by Zach Moncrief, and this is the storyboard I'll show, which is drafted in this episode, and I will link down below in the description after I upload this video. So this is it. There's actually many things that were deleted or changed in the final version. First one being adding I Would Vouch For You, which was deleted in the final part. In this storyboard, except for the chair that kept empty so it wouldn't be conspired, which is not present, the joke was later added in post-production. In the storyboard, when Doofus said, "And how you getting a signal in here?" that line was in the storyboard, but the final version, it was deleted. I just couldn't find it because I run out of storyboards as I tried to scroll it, but it was not there. After this breakdown, we'll focus on the beginning of the end of Phineas and Ferb. Then the next breakdown will focus around the second dimension sequel. While the next one will be the last 11-minute episode of the production order, as it isn't in the chronological order, as we're preparing to say goodbye to Phineas and Ferb before going on the special and doing the movie Candace Against the Universe. We are not there yet, but we are getting close towards the specials, the post-summer episodes, Alka Files, and that infamous At Your Age. I did the poll on which is your favourite Halloween, but I'm not going to put it today because it's only for a couple of days. I'll just let it resonate until we find out. I will be doing more polls when it goes live, but until then, hope you have a fantastic day. As always, see ya.